It's a very different school than the school I came to in 1973. But the one constant is this community spirit or feeling that one gets and what keeps one at Wake Forest.
Charley's time at Wake Forest Law School went over 40 years.
He has taught people's brothers and parents and aunts and uncles.
They remember him as one of their, if not their favorite teacher.
He's really an institution in and of himself. He truly is.
I realized the best I could ever be at Wake Forest was the second best teacher at the law school. The guy was just the tops.
He brings his natural gifts as a teacher to a place that values someone who is always thinking about the other person.
There are three things really important to Charley, I think. Number one, students. Number two, students. Number three, students.
You saw how much he was invested in every class.
He has far closer attention to what students say than anything else.
In his own way, he would coax them along and get out of them what they were supposed to learn.
Teaching a good class always left you with a 2 + 2 is more than 4 moment.
He's just saying, in this moment, we achieved more than we could have ever expected to. An individual can't achieve that 1 + 1 = more than 2 on his or her own.
That was really, for me, the takeaway was his commitment to having us understand why the law was the way it was.
He is totally invested in your development as a professional and as a human being.
I think that makes me the most proud of having been a teacher at Wake, is just getting to know students individually.
No one is better than Charley at remembering students and at staying in touch with students.
Having Professor Rose as your professor was not just a law school experience, it's a lifelong experience. He becomes your friend and your mentor for life, and he has with me in a very significant way.
He wanted the students to feel a part of Wake Forest, of a larger legal community, to be able to be free to ask questions, to figure out what they wanted to do and who they wanted to become.
In a lot of ways, I think Charley was the moral center of the law school.
He wants us to use what we have to better the lives of others, and he does it each and every day in his classroom.
One of my former students took it upon himself to organize a scholarship, the Charles Rose Scholarship, which has supported a number of law students financially for probably 10 years now.
When the students decided to fund the scholarship, they went to him and asked him, "What would you like for this scholarship to do?" And what he said is, "I would like for it to be a scholarship for students who were the first in their family to go to college." And Professor Rose had a real emphasis in his teachings, is that as a lawyer, you should serve the underserved.
Wake Forest went from being largely a North Carolina law school to what we have now, which is a law school where our students can go anywhere, and they do.
He has a big ripple effect in being at Wake Forest for so long.
That's 8,000 students that have graduated with this sense of responsibility for other people.
It is about living every day in acknowledgement of the fact that it is not about me. It is about what I have to give.
And if we can instill in each Wake Forest lawyer the concept that you are out there working and striving and living for humanity, then I think that we have done Charley Rose justice.
But it does seem to me that the real joy in his life is connection.
And I just feel very lucky to have been here, and it's been a rewarding experience to be able to teach these people and to work with the colleagues that I've had here.